In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, isn't it? When challenges come knocking at our door, it's natural to feel like we're drowning in a sea of negativity. But hey, what if I told you that there's a way to stay afloat, even in the stormiest of seas? Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel the timeless wisdom of Buddhism to help you navigate through tough times with grace and positivity. Have you ever felt like life is throwing one curveball after another at you? Maybe it's a failed relationship, a lost job, or just the everyday stress of modern living. Take a moment to reflect on the toughest challenge you've faced. Now, imagine if you could tackle it with unwavering positivity and inner peace. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick around because we're about to dive deep into the transformative teachings of Buddhism, and you might just discover the key to unlocking that positivity within yourself. But before we embark on this journey together, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of the concept of mindfulness? It's not just some trendy buzzword. It's a powerful tool that can help you cultivate a positive mindset even in the midst of chaos. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting, and frustration starts bubbling up inside you. Instead of letting anger take the wheel, what if you could take a deep breath, ground yourself in the present moment, and let go of that negativity? Trust me, it's possible, and we're going to show you how. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but how can ancient teachings from thousands of years ago possibly help me navigate the challenges of modern life? Well, my friend, that's the beauty of wisdom. It transcends time and space. The principles espoused by Buddhism are just as relevant today as they were centuries ago. And in this fast-paced world, we could all use a little dose of timeless wisdom to keep us grounded. So, if you're tired of feeling like a victim of circumstances, if you're ready to reclaim your power and embrace a life filled with positivity and joy, then you're in the right place. Throughout this video series, we'll explore the fundamental truths of Buddhism, from understanding the nature of suffering to cultivating compassion and kindness, from embracing impermanence to finding peace through meditation. And hey, if you find value in what we share, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. Together, we can spread the message of positivity far and wide. Now, take a moment to imagine a life where challenges no longer feel like obstacles but instead become opportunities for growth. It's not a pipe dream. It's within your reach, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. So, are you ready to embark on this journey towards greater happiness and fulfillment? If your answer is a resounding yes, then buckle up, because we're about to embark on an adventure of a lifetime. Get ready to unlock the secrets of staying positive in tough times. The Buddhist way. Welcome to Wisdom Woven. Let's weave some positivity into the fabric of your life. Lesson 1: Understanding suffering. The first noble truth. Suffering, we've all experienced it in one form or another. It's that feeling of unease, dissatisfaction, or pain that creeps into our lives when things don't go as planned. But what if I told you that understanding suffering is the key to unlocking a happier, more fulfilling life? That's what Buddhism teaches us, and it all starts with the first noble truth, the truth of suffering. Imagine waking up one morning feeling completely content and at peace with the world. But as the day unfolds, you encounter setbacks, a flat tire, a disagreement with a loved one, or perhaps even the loss of a job. Suddenly, that feeling of contentment evaporates, replaced by frustration, anger, or sadness. This roller coaster of emotions is what the first noble truth addresses, the inherent suffering present in our lives, whether it's caused by external circumstances or internal struggles. But why dwell on suffering? Isn't it easier to just ignore it and focus on the good times? While it may seem tempting to bury our heads in the sand, acknowledging the reality of suffering is the first step towards transcending it. By recognizing the presence of suffering in our lives, we gain the power to respond to it with wisdom and compassion, rather than being overwhelmed by it. Think about a time when you faced a challenging situation, perhaps a failure, a loss, or a period of uncertainty. In the midst of that difficulty, Did you find yourself resisting, denying, or trying to escape from it? Many of us do, but Buddhism offers a different approach. Instead of turning away from suffering, we're encouraged to lean into it, to explore its causes and implications with curiosity and openness. By embracing the first noble truth, we're not resigning ourselves to a life of misery and despair. On the contrary, we're reclaiming our agency, acknowledging that while suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience, it doesn't have to define us. We have the power to transform our relationship with suffering, to cultivate resilience, and to find meaning and purpose even in the face of adversity. So, how can we apply the teachings of the first noble truth in our daily lives? It starts with mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. When we approach our experiences with mindfulness, we're better equipped to recognize the subtle ways in which suffering manifests, whether it's through self-criticism, comparison to others, or clinging to expectations. But mindfulness is just the beginning. The real work lies in developing compassion, not only towards others but also towards ourselves. When we extend kindness and understanding to our own struggles, we create a space for healing and growth. And as we cultivate compassion within ourselves, we naturally become more empathetic and supportive towards those around us, creating a ripple effect of positivity and resilience. In the end, the first noble truth reminds us that suffering is not our enemy. It's a teacher, guiding us towards greater wisdom and compassion. By embracing the reality of suffering and responding to it with mindfulness and compassion, we can transform our lives and find a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. So, the next time you find yourself facing adversity, remember, it's not the end of the road, but the beginning of a journey towards greater understanding and liberation. Lesson 2: The root of suffering, the second noble truth. In Buddhism, understanding the root of our suffering is essential to finding a way out. This is where the second noble truth comes in. It teaches us about the causes of our pain and unhappiness. Let's dive into this profound concept and discover how it can help us stay positive even during tough times. Have you ever wondered why we suffer? Why do we feel pain, sadness, or frustration? Buddhism has a clear answer to these questions. The second noble truth tells us that the root of our suffering is desire and attachment. We often crave things, people, or experiences, hoping they will bring us lasting happiness. But when these desires are not met, or when we lose what we have, we suffer. For instance, think about a time when you really wanted something, maybe a new job, a relationship, or a material possession. You might have thought that getting it would make you happy forever. But once you had it, the happiness didn't last as long as you expected, did it? And if you lost it, the pain was even greater. This is a simple example of how desire leads to suffering. Welcome to Wisdom Woven. If you find this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights and transformative advice. Let's continue exploring the root of our suffering. Now, let's dig deeper into this idea. The Buddha taught that our desires come in many forms. We might crave sensory pleasures, like delicious food or beautiful sights. We might long for recognition, success, or approval from others. We might even desire to avoid certain things, like pain or unpleasant experiences. These cravings, whether for something positive or the avoidance of something negative, bind us to a cycle of suffering. This doesn't mean we should stop enjoying life or striving for better things. Instead, it means recognizing that these desires are impermanent. They come and go, and tying our happiness to them is like building a house on sand. When we understand this, we can start to let go of our attachments and find a deeper, more stable source of happiness within ourselves. Imagine living in a way where your happiness isn't shaken by external circumstances. This is what Buddhism aims to teach us. By understanding the root of our suffering, we can begin to address it at its source. We learn to observe our desires without letting them control us. This is not an easy task, but with practice, it becomes possible. The second noble truth also teaches us about the nature of our attachments. Often, we cling to things because we believe they define us or bring us security. But the truth is, everything in life is transient. Our possessions, relationships, and even our bodies are subject to change. When we accept this, we can start to release our grip on them. One practical way to work on this is through mindfulness. When a desire arises, instead of immediately acting on it or suppressing it, we can observe it. Notice how it feels in your body and mind. Acknowledge its presence without judgment. This simple act of observation can create a space between you and your desire, making it easier to choose a wise response. Another important aspect of the second noble truth is understanding the role of ignorance. Often, we suffer because we misunderstand the nature of reality. We believe that lasting happiness can be found in temporary things, and we ignore the deeper truths of existence. By educating ourselves and seeking wisdom, we can begin to see through these illusions and find a more enduring sense of peace. Buddhism offers various tools to help us on this journey, such as meditation, ethical living, and community support. These practices help us cultivate awareness, compassion, and understanding, which are essential for overcoming the root of our suffering. When we commit to these practices, we can transform our relationship with desire and attachment. It's important to remember that this is a gradual process. Letting go of deep-seated desires and attachments doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and recognize the small steps you take along the way. Each moment of mindfulness, each act of letting go, brings you closer to a life of greater peace and joy. In tough times, when our desires and attachments feel particularly strong, these teachings can be a lifeline. They remind us that our suffering has a cause, and because it has a cause, it also has a solution. By addressing the root of our suffering, we can find a way through the darkness and into the light. The second noble truth is not just a philosophical idea. It's a practical guide for living. It encourages us to look honestly at our lives, recognize where our suffering comes from, and take steps to free ourselves from it. This path requires courage and commitment, but the rewards are profound. As you reflect on the root of your own suffering, remember that you're not alone. Many have walked this path before you and found liberation. You, too, have the potential to transform your life by understanding and addressing the causes of your pain. Stay with us on this journey as we continue to explore the teachings of Buddhism and uncover more ways to stay positive in tough times. By embracing these insights, you can find a deeper, more resilient source of happiness and peace within yourself. Lesson 3: The Cessation of Suffering, the third noble truth. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves grappling with hardships and challenges. It's natural to wonder, is there an end to this suffering? The answer lies in the heart of Buddhist philosophy, encapsulated in the third noble truth, the cessation of suffering. Picture this. You're caught in a storm of difficulties, feeling overwhelmed and lost. But amidst the chaos, there's a beacon of hope, the promise of an end to this storm. This is the essence of the third noble truth, the assurance that suffering can indeed come to an end. Imagine a world where pain and anguish are not permanent fixtures, where joy and peace reign supreme. It's not a distant dream, but a tangible reality, waiting to be embraced. The cessation of suffering isn't just about finding relief from pain. It's about discovering a profound sense of liberation. It's like breaking free from chains that have bound you for far too long, stepping into a realm of boundless possibilities. But how do we attain this cessation of suffering? It begins with understanding the root causes of our pain and learning to let go. It's about cultivating a mindset of acceptance and resilience, recognizing that suffering is transient and impermanent. Consider this analogy. Just as a river flows ceaselessly, so too does life's journey unfold. But amidst the turbulence, there are moments of stillness, glimpses of peace that offer respite from the tumultuous waters. This is the cessation of suffering in action, finding tranquility amidst life's chaos. The third noble truth beckons us to embark on a journey of inner exploration, to uncover the keys to lasting happiness and fulfillment. It's about shifting our perspective from the fleeting pleasures of the external world to the enduring joy of inner contentment. Think of it as unraveling a mystery, delving deep into the recesses of our consciousness to unearth the secrets of true happiness. It's a journey of self-discovery, guided by the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. But the path to cessation is not without its challenges. It requires patience, perseverance, and unwavering commitment. It's a journey of self-transformation, where each step brings us closer to the ultimate goal, the end of suffering. Imagine a life free from the shackles of pain and sorrow, where every moment is infused with peace and serenity. This is the promise of the third noble truth, a beacon of hope in the midst of life's storms. As we navigate the ups and downs of existence, let us remember the profound wisdom of the Buddha, that suffering can indeed cease, and true happiness is within our grasp. Let us embark on this journey with open hearts and unwavering determination, knowing that the cessation of suffering awaits those who seek it. Lesson 4: The Path to Freedom, the fourth noble truth. In this part of our journey toward positivity, we're exploring the fourth noble truth of Buddhism, which offers us a roadmap to freedom from suffering. Imagine your mind as a garden, where weeds of negativity often take root. But within this garden, there exists a path leading towards the blossoming of joy, peace, and contentment. As we navigate this path, we encounter various signposts guiding us towards liberation. The fourth noble truth teaches us that there is a way out of suffering, a path known as the Eightfold Path. It's not a quick fix or a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather a holistic approach to living a fulfilling life. The Eightfold Path is like a compass, pointing us in the direction of wholesome thoughts, actions, and intentions. It encompasses wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline, all essential components for cultivating positivity in our lives. At the heart of the Eightfold Path lies right understanding, the foundation upon which our journey begins. It encourages us to see the world as it truly is, free from distortions and misconceptions. With right understanding, we can untangle the knots of confusion and gain clarity about our existence. Alongside right understanding is right intention, which urges us to cultivate wholesome intentions rooted in kindness, compassion, and generosity. By aligning our intentions with positive values, we set the stage for a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Moving forward, we encounter right speech, which emphasizes the importance of communication infused with honesty, kindness, and mindfulness. Our words have the power to uplift or to harm, and by choosing our speech wisely, we can create harmony in our relationships and foster a supportive environment. Next, we come to right action, which calls us to engage in actions that promote well-being and prevent harm to ourselves and others. Whether it's acts of kindness, generosity, or ethical conduct, every action shapes the landscape of our inner world and contributes to our overall happiness. As we continue along the path, we encounter right livelihood, which encourages us to pursue occupations that align with our values and contribute positively to society. Our work is not just a means of earning a living, but an opportunity to express our true selves and make a meaningful impact on the world. Further ahead, we find right effort, which reminds us of the importance of perseverance and diligence on our journey. Just as a gardener tends to their garden with care and dedication, we must cultivate our minds with mindfulness and effort, nurturing the seeds of positivity within us. Accompanying right effort is right mindfulness, a practice of being fully present and aware in each moment. Through mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, cultivating a sense of inner peace and clarity amidst life's challenges. Finally, we reach the culmination of our journey with right concentration, which entails training the mind to focus and unify its energies. Like a river flowing steadily towards the ocean, we channel our mental faculties towards a single point of focus, experiencing deep states of tranquility and insight. As we reflect on the Eightfold Path, we realize that it is not just a path to freedom from suffering, but a path towards a life filled with purpose, meaning, and joy. By embracing its principles and incorporating them into our daily lives, we can unlock the door to lasting happiness and well-being. So let us embark on this journey together, walking the path towards freedom and awakening. Let us take each step mindfully, with courage and determination, knowing that the destination is not far off. It is within reach, waiting for us to discover it. Lesson 5: Mindfulness. Living in the present moment. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to get lost in a whirlwind of thoughts, worries, and distractions. But what if there was a way to anchor ourselves in the present moment, to find peace amidst the chaos? Enter mindfulness, a powerful practice that can transform the way we experience life. Imagine this. You're sitting in a park, surrounded by the gentle rustle of leaves, the warmth of the sun kissing your skin. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, you're fully immersed in the beauty of the present moment. That's mindfulness in action, the art of being fully aware and attentive to the here and now. But how do we cultivate mindfulness in our daily lives? It starts with something as simple as taking a deep breath. Inhale deeply, feeling the air fill your lungs, and exhale slowly, letting go of tension and stress. This conscious act of breathing brings us back to the present moment, anchoring us in the here and now. Mindfulness isn't just about focusing on the breath, though. It's about bringing awareness to every aspect of our experience, from the sensations in our body to the thoughts in our mind. When we eat, we can savor each bite, fully appreciating the flavors and textures. When we walk, we can feel the ground beneath our feet, each step a reminder of our connection to the earth. In a world that's constantly pulling us in a million different directions, mindfulness offers a sanctuary of stillness and serenity. It's a way of reclaiming control over our attention, choosing to direct it towards what truly matters in the present moment. But perhaps the most beautiful thing about mindfulness is its ability to cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the world around us. When we approach each moment with a beginner's mind, we open ourselves up to the wonders of life, the vibrant colors of a sunset, the melody of birdsong, the laughter of loved ones. So, as you go about your day, I invite you to pause, breathe, and bring your awareness to the present moment. Let go of the past, release the future, and fully immerse yourself in the richness of now. Embrace mindfulness as a gift you give yourself, a precious opportunity to experience the fullness of life, one breath at a time. Together, let's embark on this journey of mindfulness, weaving moments of presence into the fabric of our lives. In doing so, we not only find peace and joy within ourselves, but also radiate positivity and compassion to all those around us. So let's take a deep breath and begin. Lesson 6: Compassion and kindness. Practicing Metta. Compassion, kindness, they're not just words. They're powerful forces that can transform our world, starting from within. In this part of our journey toward positivity, we'll explore the beautiful practice of Metta, also known as loving-kindness meditation. Think about a time when someone showed you unexpected kindness. Maybe it was a smile from a stranger on a tough day, or a friend who listened without judgment. Remember how it made you feel, that warmth spreading through your heart, melting away the worries and stress. That's the essence of Metta. Metta is about cultivating boundless love and goodwill, not just for ourselves but for all beings. It's like casting a wide net of positive energy, embracing everyone with understanding and acceptance. And the best part? It's a practice anyone can do, regardless of belief or background. Imagine a world where everyone practiced Metta. A world where instead of resentment, there's forgiveness. Instead of anger, there's understanding. It's not just wishful thinking. It's a vision we can work towards, starting with ourselves. In Metta meditation, we begin by directing loving kindness towards ourselves. It's not about being selfish. It's about recognizing our own worthiness of love and happiness. From there, we extend that love outward, to loved ones, acquaintances, even to those we may consider as adversaries. It's like planting seeds of kindness in the garden of our mind. With time and nurturing, these seeds grow into beautiful flowers, filling our lives with joy and peace. And just like any skill, metta meditation gets stronger with practice. But metta isn't just about sitting in meditation. It's about embodying kindness in our daily lives. It's about smiling at strangers, lending a helping hand, and listening with an open heart. Small acts of kindness ripple outward, creating waves of positivity in the world. So, let's take a moment to practice metta together. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and repeat after me. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease. Now, extend that same loving kindness to others, to your loved ones, to strangers, to all beings everywhere. As we cultivate compassion and kindness within ourselves, we become beacons of light in a world that sometimes feels dark. And remember, the more love we give, the more love we receive. So, let's spread metta far and wide, one loving thought at a time. Lesson 7: Impermanence. Embracing change. Impermanence. It's a concept that often scares us, the idea that everything is fleeting, nothing stays the same. But what if we told you that embracing impermanence could be the key to finding peace and joy in life? Think about it for a moment. Have you ever held on to something so tightly, only to watch it slip away? Maybe it was a relationship, a job, or even just a moment of happiness. The more we resist change, the more we suffer. But what if instead of resisting, we learn to accept and even welcome change? This is where the wisdom of impermanence comes in, and Buddhism has a lot to teach us about it. Imagine a beautiful cherry blossom tree. It blooms in all its glory for just a short time before the petals fall away. But does the tree mourn the loss of its blossoms? No, it simply continues to grow and change with the seasons, knowing that new blossoms will come again next year. In the same way, we can learn to embrace the natural cycles of life. Nothing lasts forever, not the good times, but also not the bad times. Understanding this can bring a sense of freedom and lightness to our lives. When we cling too tightly to things, whether it's possessions, relationships, or even our own identity, we set ourselves up for disappointment. But when we learn to let go, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences. It's like sailing on the ocean. If you hold onto the shore, you'll never discover what lies beyond the horizon. But if you let go and set sail, you'll find adventure and discovery on the open seas. Impermanence doesn't mean that we shouldn't cherish the moments we have. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When we truly understand that everything is temporary, we can savor each moment more fully, knowing that it won't last forever. So how can we practice embracing impermanence in our daily lives? One way is through mindfulness. By staying present in each moment and appreciating the beauty around us, we can learn to let go of our attachment to the past and future. Another way is through gratitude. When we're grateful for what we have, we're less likely to cling to it out of fear of losing it. Instead, we can appreciate it fully in the here and now. And finally, we can practice compassion, both for ourselves and for others. When we recognize that everyone is struggling with the inevitability of change, we can offer kindness and support to each other along the way. So let's embrace impermanence, not as something to be feared, but as a natural and beautiful part of life. By doing so, we can find peace, joy, and freedom in the midst of life's ever-changing landscape. Lesson 8: Meditation, a tool for inner peace. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, finding inner peace can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. But fear not, for within the tranquil practice of meditation lies the key to unlocking a serene sanctuary within yourself. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a place where the chaos of the outside world fades away, where the chatter of your mind becomes a whisper, and where you are enveloped in a profound sense of calm. That's the power of meditation, a timeless practice that has been embraced by cultures across the globe for centuries. Picture yourself sitting comfortably, perhaps cross-legged on a cushion or in a chair with your feet planted firmly on the ground. Take a deep breath in, allowing your lungs to fill with air, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension or stress you may be carrying. As you continue to breathe deeply, bring your awareness to the present moment, letting go of any thoughts about the past or worries about the future. This is the essence of meditation, the art of being fully present and awake to the richness of each passing moment. As you delve deeper into your meditation practice, you may notice a profound shift occurring within yourself. Your mind becomes clearer, your heart lighter, and your spirit more at peace. It's as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders, allowing you to experience life with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. With each passing breath, you become more attuned to the rhythms of your body and the whispers of your soul. But meditation is more than just a temporary escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life. It is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace and resilience in the face of adversity. Just as a tree bends with the wind but remains firmly rooted in the earth, meditation teaches us to bend with the ups and downs of life while staying grounded in our innermost selves. Incorporating meditation into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even just a few minutes of quiet reflection each day can yield profound benefits for your overall well-being. Whether you choose to meditate in the morning to set a positive tone for the day ahead or in the evening to unwind after a long day, the key is consistency. Like tending to a garden, the more you nurture your meditation practice, the more abundant its fruits will be. As you embark on your meditation journey, remember to approach it with an open mind and a compassionate heart. There is no right or wrong way to meditate, only what feels right for you in this moment. Whether you prefer guided meditations, silent sitting, or walking meditation, trust that the path you choose will lead you closer to the inner peace you seek. In the words of the Buddha, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Through the gentle practice of meditation, you can cultivate a profound sense of peace that radiates from the inside out. So take a deep breath, quiet your mind, and allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. The journey to inner peace begins here and now. Lesson 9, Detachment. Letting go of attachments. Detachment. It might sound like a cold word, like we're disconnecting from everything around us. But in reality, it's about freeing ourselves from the chains that bind us, the things that weigh us down. Think about a balloon tied to a string. As long as it's tethered, it can't soar freely. Detachment is like cutting that string, allowing the balloon to float gracefully in the sky. Imagine a backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents something we cling to: possessions, relationships, expectations. The more rocks we carry, the heavier our burden becomes. Detachment is unloading those rocks, lightening our load so we can walk with ease along our journey. But how do we let go? It's not easy. We're creatures of habit, creatures of comfort. We hold on tightly because we fear losing what we have. Yet, in clinging so fiercely, we often suffocate the very things we cherish. Detachment teaches us to hold lightly, to appreciate without possessing, to love without grasping. Picture a flowing river. It doesn't cling to the banks. It moves freely, carving its path through the landscape. Detachment is like flowing with the river of life, embracing the twists and turns without resistance. It's about surrendering to the natural rhythm of existence, trusting that whatever comes our way is part of a greater flow. Have you ever watched a bird take flight? It spreads its wings and soars into the vast expanse of the sky, unencumbered by earthly concerns. Detachment is like becoming that bird, liberated from the constraints of the ground, soaring high above the clouds, experiencing life from a higher perspective. Think about a sunset. It's a breathtaking sight, yet it's fleeting. Detachment is like appreciating the beauty of the sunset without trying to hold onto it. It's understanding that everything in life is transient, that moments come and go like waves in the ocean. Detachment allows us to savor the sweetness of life while accepting its impermanence. Consider a tree in autumn. It gracefully sheds its leaves, letting go of what no longer serves it as it prepares for a new season. Detachment is like shedding our own leaves, releasing old patterns, beliefs, and attachments that no longer nourish our growth. It's about making space for new beginnings. Imagine a knot tied tightly in a rope. Detachment is like gently unraveling that knot, freeing ourselves from the entanglements of our own making. It's about loosening the grip of the ego, the need to control, and opening ourselves to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond. Detachment doesn't mean indifference or apathy. It's not about cutting ourselves off from the world or becoming emotionless robots. Instead, it's about cultivating a deep sense of inner freedom, where our happiness is no longer dependent on external circumstances. It's about finding joy in the present moment, regardless of what the future may hold. In the words of the Buddha, "You only lose what you cling to." Detachment is the key to liberation, the pathway to true peace and contentment. It's about releasing our attachment to outcomes, to identities, to the illusion of control, and surrendering to the flow of life. So, as you continue on your journey, remember the wisdom of detachment. Take a deep breath and exhale, letting go of whatever is weighing you down. Embrace the freedom that comes from releasing your grip, and allow yourself to float effortlessly on the river of existence. Detachment is not a destination but a continual practice, a journey of letting go and opening up to the boundless possibilities of life. Lesson 10: Wisdom and Insight, Gaining a Deeper Understanding. In the journey of staying positive, wisdom acts as a guiding light. Imagine a lantern in the darkness, illuminating the path ahead. That's what wisdom does. It brightens our way, helping us navigate through life's challenges with clarity and insight. Think of wisdom as a treasure chest full of precious gems. Each gem represents a valuable lesson learned through experience and reflection. As we gather these gems along our journey, our understanding deepens, and we become better equipped to face adversity with resilience and grace. Wisdom is not just about accumulating knowledge. It's about applying that knowledge in practical ways. It's like having a toolbox filled with handy tools for life. When we encounter difficulties, we can reach into our toolbox and find the right tool to overcome them. But how do we cultivate wisdom? One way is through self-reflection. Take a moment to pause and ponder. Think about past experiences and what they have taught you. What insights have you gained? How can you apply those insights to your current situation? Another way to cultivate wisdom is through learning from others. Seek out mentors, wise elders, or spiritual guides who can share their wisdom with you. Listen attentively to their stories and advice, and absorb the nuggets of wisdom they offer. In the Buddhist tradition, wisdom is closely linked to insight, the ability to see things as they truly are. It's like wiping away the fog from a mirror to reveal a clear reflection. Insight allows us to perceive the world with clarity and discernment, free from the distortions of delusion and ignorance. One of the keys to gaining insight is mindfulness, being fully present in the moment and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations. By practicing mindfulness, we cultivate a deep awareness that enables us to see beyond the surface and grasp the underlying truths of existence. Another key to gaining insight is through meditation. Through meditation, we quiet the chatter of the mind and create space for insight to arise. It's like diving beneath the surface of a turbulent ocean to discover the calm depths below. In the Buddhist teachings, there are various practices specifically designed to cultivate insight. One such practice is vipassana, or insight meditation, which involves observing the mind and body with keen attention to gain insight into the nature of reality. As we deepen our wisdom and insight, we begin to see the interconnectedness of all things. We realize that we are not separate from the world around us but are intimately woven into the fabric of existence. This realization brings a profound sense of compassion and empathy for all beings. Wisdom and insight also help us develop equanimity, a balanced and non-reactive mind. Instead of being tossed around by the ups and downs of life, we learn to ride the waves with poise and grace. We become like a sturdy oak tree, firmly rooted in the ground, yet flexible enough to sway with the wind. In conclusion, wisdom and insight are invaluable assets on the journey to staying positive in tough times. By cultivating these qualities, we deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with wisdom, compassion, and resilience. So let us continue to seek wisdom, to cultivate insight, and to shine brightly in the darkness, guiding ourselves and others towards a brighter, more positive future. Conclusion: continuing the journey towards positivity. Embrace the journey. As we conclude our exploration of staying positive in tough times through the lens of Buddhism, remember that this is just the beginning of your journey. Positivity isn't a destination. It's a lifelong journey filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. The power of reflection. Take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. Recall the wisdom of the Four Noble Truths, the practice of mindfulness, the cultivation of compassion, and the understanding of impermanence. These teachings are the foundation upon which you can build a more positive and fulfilling life. Small steps, big impact. Understand that you don't have to make drastic changes overnight. Small, consistent steps towards positivity can have a profound impact on your life. Whether it's starting a daily meditation practice, practicing gratitude, or simply being kinder to yourself and others, every effort counts. Celebrate progress. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Recognize the moments of joy, peace, and contentment that you experience along the way. Each step forward is a testament to your strength and resilience. Facing challenges. Challenges will inevitably arise on your journey. Instead of viewing them as setbacks, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Remember the words of the Buddha: pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Community and support. Seek support from your community, whether it's friends, family, or fellow practitioners. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you on your journey towards positivity. Self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself during difficult times. Offer yourself the same compassion and kindness that you would offer to a dear friend. Remember that you are worthy of love and understanding, especially when times are tough. Finding balance. Strive for balance in all aspects of your life. Balance between work and rest, between solitude and socializing, between striving and letting go. Finding this balance is essential for maintaining positivity and well-being. Gratitude and appreciation. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. Even in the midst of challenges, there is always something to be grateful for. Take time each day to acknowledge the blessings in your life. Mindful living. Continue to practice mindfulness in your daily life. Pay attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. Mindfulness is the key to finding peace and clarity amidst the chaos of life. Stay curious. Approach life with a sense of curiosity and wonder. Stay open to new experiences, ideas, and perspectives. Embrace the unknown with courage and enthusiasm. Never stop learning. The journey towards positivity is a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. Stay committed to learning and evolving, both intellectually and spiritually. Remember that wisdom is gained through experience and reflection. Spread positivity. Share the lessons you've learned with others. Be a beacon of light and positivity in your community. Your words and actions have the power to uplift and inspire those around you. Take action. Don't just talk about positivity. Embody it through your actions. Take concrete steps towards creating a more positive and compassionate world. Whether it's volunteering, advocating for social justice, or simply being kind to strangers, your actions matter. Stay resilient. Inevitably, there will be moments when you falter or face setbacks. Stay resilient in the face of adversity. Draw strength from your inner resources and the support of others. Remember that every setback is an opportunity to rise stronger than before. Adapt and evolve. Be flexible and adaptable in the face of change. Life is unpredictable, and staying positive requires the ability to adjust course when necessary. Embrace change as a natural part of the human experience. Stay grounded. In the midst of life's highs and lows, stay grounded in your values and principles. Let them serve as your compass, guiding you towards a life of meaning and purpose. Find joy in the journey. Above all, find joy in the journey itself. Life is a precious gift, filled with beauty, wonder, and endless possibilities. Embrace each moment with gratitude and joy, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Continue the adventure. As we close this chapter on staying positive in tough times, remember that the journey never truly ends. Keep exploring, keep growing, and keep shining your light in the world. The adventure awaits. Are you ready to continue?